when you're on a date, who should pay?
I know. I mean, that's what I told them. You know, I'm sorry.
But-
I would say, I'm dating. We're dating. You
But
know,
here's
the
the-
gentleman here.
Here,
You're supposed
okay.
to pay.
He's supposed to pay.
Yeah, that's
You're
what I told him.
but you're supposed to have sex with him whenever he says.
No. Whenever Walt
What's
wanted,
where? But where does this double standard come from? I'm sorry, it's the reality. You guys can moan at it all you want, but the moment you say to a guy, "You have to pay for my time," you're saying this relationship isn't equal. This relationship isn't equal. My time is worth more than yours, so you should pay for it. I wonder what paradigm that sets up. Let me tell you what means something to a guy. Trying. That means something to a guy. When he feels that you're not even trying to contribute, that's when he feels used. Because any guy who's really confident and self-respecting, if the woman never is even trying to contribute, he feels like he's being taken advantage of. And it has nothing to do with money. It has to do with the lack of gesture. So I would be looking at, if you like this guy, maybe if you're in different positions, figure out what you want to contribute proportionately or what you can contribute proportionately and treat him as you would your best friend.
And I love this clip for so many reasons, because this is just so reflective of modern dating today, right? It's like the bill arrives and you have this chick who claims to be strong and independent, right? She wants to act like a feminist, but yet whenever the bill comes, she's looking at you like, hey, you're the man. Aren't you going to take care of this, right? And all of a sudden she expects you to be, you know, traditional while she continues to be non-traditional. And I always tell these girls, it does not work that way. You know, you cannot act as if you're this, you know, non-traditional, strong and independent, empowered feminist, yet want a traditional man, want him to act traditional, you know. And just goes back to so many of these women wanting to be your girlfriend, but not wanting to act like your girlfriend, or wanting to become your wife, but not wanting to act like your wife. So when it comes to, you know, paying the bill, just because so many of these women are so entitled, a lot of them, believe it or not, will sit there and just expect you to fork it over, even though they're making more money than you, right? Statistically, more women are graduating from college than men are these days, and many with advanced degrees, doctorate degrees, master's degrees. They're making those sweet dollars. But yet, when the bill arrives, all of a sudden, they're no longer the strong, empowered feminist, but they're this helpless damsel in distress who needs to be saved by your credit card. And it doesn't work that way, right? I can't stand the hypocrisy, right? I can't stand the hypocrisy. Fortunately, I have not dealt with a whole lot of women like this. I've dealt with maybe a few. They weren't really even feminists. They were just, you know, but they weren't really necessarily traditional either. They were just kind of like expected me to always take care of the bill. And it's like, you know, I've dated women like that in the past where I get rid of them very quickly. I mean, nowadays I don't even deal with them, but back in the day I would like date them long enough to get what I wanted from them, and then I'd be over it, because and it's not like I lost attraction for them. It's just like I didn't want to keep funding you. It's not my job to keep funding you, right? I'm not a walking wallet. I'm not a walking ATM. Right? There needs to be some reciprocity. And those are the relationships that have worked best, you know, that I've had, that you've likely have had, where the woman contributes, right? There's almost like there's like a 50-50 split. She contributes as much as you do. It can't always be that way, obviously, right? It depends. I mean, if you're, you know, banking or she's banking, somebody is going to, you know, outpace the other person. I mean, you know, like with my girl right now, she's only 21 years old, right? I mean, she's not banking what I'm banking, right? I have multiple businesses. I'm doing financially well. I'm constantly traveling. We constantly go to the restaurants I want to go to. We go on the trips that I want to go to. She's never once said, hey, will you come with me here? You know, let's take a trip to, I don't know, like Florida or something. You know, she's never said anything like that. She's always just followed my lead, right? And I treat her like I do any of my other friends, right? It's just like, okay, I know they don't always have the means to pay for things that I want to do, so I'm like, okay, I'll treat this time, guys. But you know, you could go get this, you could get the dessert, or you could get the tip, or you could get the the valet, right? There's some way you can contribute, and not only that, but I expect some respect. I expect some thank you for dinner, and man, you're the man, and you know, I expect some gratitude. That's the word. I expect a little gratitude. Whereas there are chicks out there where you can take them out to the nicest places, and it's like they can't receive it, right? They can't appreciate it. They don't appreciate the things you do, the effort you make, and it just kind of it's almost like this very entitled attitude they have, right? And it just, for guys, that's a huge turn off, right? It's a huge turn off when we don't feel that the woman is valuing us. Okay, when we don't feel like she is appreciating us for, you know, what we do and what we contribute, and she's just there to take. This is why I tell you guys, don't date takers. People who come into relationships looking to take, and they never give anything, or they give very little, right? There has to be some type of reciprocity where even if they can't contribute financially at the level you can, because you're crushing it out there has to be some sort of reciprocity in the form of respect, gratitude, and just overall thankfulness that goes a long way, right? Don't just act like this is nothing, right? If I'm taking care of the dinner bill, it's like $50 or $100 or $200 even. Don't act like this is nothing. Like, thank you, goodbye. No, that's not what you want to hear, right? But a lot of these women have that entitled attitude these days, and I'm glad that he was able to humble this room full of women, and he shouldn't even have to humble them. I mean, I don't know why they were so shocked and so surprised by the fact that he was saying this stuff, right? A lot of these women are like, huh? What? What are you talking about? The guy's always supposed to pay. He should just pay, right? And as he said, I mean, by the guy constantly paying for you, you're essentially, what you're communicating is that your time is more valuable than his time, right? That you are of more value than he is, right? And that's just, that doesn't sound like equality to me, does it? It's like, why is your time more valuable than mine? That doesn't make sense, all right? There was this one girl that I dated where we dated for a few months, and I don't know how this happened, but I never paid for a single thing. And I actually felt bad after we stopped dating, because I was supposed to take her on a trip where I was going to pay for everything and make up for all that. But it always just worked out. Well, we didn't see each other every day. She was just kind of part of my dating rotation. But this was a chick who worked for Google, by the way. This was a chick that I picked up where I did the claw on her. I clawed her. I clawed this chick and everything, and she paid for everything. It just never worked out to where, like, I remember we went to dinner, the first time we went to dinner, and I remember I thought she was still going to order, so I was like, okay, I'm going to go to the restroom, and then maybe if I come back, I might want dessert. But I got back, she already paid the bill. And I was like, hey, why'd you pay the bill? I was like, I might get some dessert. But she was like, oh, I wasn't sure, and the guy was here. I didn't know if he was going to come back. I just paid it. If you want to get something else, that's fine. And I never did. But so I'm like, okay, I just skipped out of dinner. And then next thing we did, we went to a Warriors game, and she bought the tickets for that. I was like, no, it's okay. You know, I'll take care of the Warriors game. And she was like, no, don't worry about it. It's fine. Just get the next one. And then the next time we went out, she cooked for me, so we didn't actually like pay for anything. She just cooked a meal. And then the third time we went out, I forgot what we did, but we went hiking or something together, so that was free. And then we went to go eat one more time, and she paid for that. And then I was like, whoa, you know, let me pay for something, because I was like feeling bad. I'm like, you're always like grabbing the bill before I can. She's like, it's fine, it's totally fine. And then I was like, okay, I'm going to take you on this vacation. I don't want you to bring your wallet. I'm going to take care of everything. And she was like, no, it's fine, you know. But then we stopped dating, so I never got to pay her back for that. But that was a situation where I dated this chick and she paid for everything, right? Whereas I've been on the flip side where I've dated a girl and I paid for everything, you know? And it was usually somebody like super hot, and I usually got rid of that person right away, right? And obviously this was back when I was still in my little blue pill days, but that was essentially what I would do when I come across a girl who expected me to pay for everything. I was like, if she's hot, I'm going to try to sleep with her, so I'm going to date her long enough to sleep with her, but as soon as that's done, boom, it's over because I can't afford her, right? And it would always kind of, you know, just boggle my mind how anybody would stick with these girls where they're constantly expecting the dude to pay, and they're not reciprocating at all, okay? And I mean, I understand, again, there are situations where you're out earning the other person by so much where, you know, I mean, really, it's hard for them to keep up. You know, I mean, it's kind of like, you know, I mean, not to brag or anything, but like I'm in that position now where I like to travel. I like to stay in nice hotels. I'm not gonna, you know, I've traveled with like guy friends of mine where they can't really afford this. They don't want to stay there because it's like, it's not like they can't afford it, but they don't want to dish out that kind of money. And, you know, for me, it's like, that's part of the experience. I don't want to stay in a hotel that's below like a 4-star, right? It has to have this amenities, usually in a nicer neighborhood. And, you know, for them, it's harder for them. So sometimes I have to compensate, right? And I'm like, okay, don't worry about it. And I'm like, I'll make up a little bit of the difference, but, you know, don't act like an a-hole and, you know, show me some gratitude. And obviously they do. I mean, guys are really good about that. Like, oh man, thanks bro, I appreciate that. And I'm gonna hook you up when I can. And, you know, I mean, and they try to do what they can, right? Again, it doesn't always have to be financially. They like to do other things, you know, to help out, you know, that they're skilled at, right? So it just really depends, you know, but when it comes to women, especially women, you should expect no less. I mean, if you pay the bill, she should show you some respect and some appreciation for that. And like genuine appreciation, not just like, okay, thank you, take me home now. You know, like, dude, show me some respect. Otherwise, cut her off, right? You have to cut her off. Don't deal with these entitled women who are going to take advantage of you, especially financially, and just going to use you for a wallet and never appreciate you, never reciprocate. You know, at worst, treat you poorly. Don't put up with that, guys. Don't. Okay, as always, drop your comments below. Let me know what you think of tonight's clip, man. This was a clip that went very viral, got millions and millions of views, right? Him humbling a room full of women, this male dating coach. I think it's Matthew Hussey. But yeah, so let me know what you think of tonight's clip. Anything you would like to add in the comments below. If you ever dated a woman who expected you to pay for everything and never appreciated it, let me know your story below. Or if you have dated women that, you know, were 50-50 and they were cool chicks, let me know that in the comments below. I always love to see you guys in my comments. Always love to read them, so drop those in the comments below. As always, this is M from the 33 Secrets, signing out here. Don't forget to smash the like button, smash the subscribe button, and smash that notification bell as well so that you're notified whenever I release a brand new coaching video here on the YouTube. More importantly, guys, please make sure that if you love my work, if you love what I'm teaching here, it's adding value to your life, if you want to help me out, jump into 7 months of mastery. You're going to get a ton of value out of it. This is my personal program where I teach you how to go out there and approach and close the youngest, hottest, and most beautiful looking women in the world. I'm talking about 8s, 9s, and 10s. I'm not talking about single moms, divorced single moms, damaged women over 30, women with 5 therapists. No, I'm talking about the cream of the crop, just young, attractive, beautiful, and very classic and traditional women who are not like modern women. I teach you where to find these girls, how to cold approach them, and how to bring them into your life. I have many successful students around the world now, many of which have gotten married and had children and had families. It's crazy, with women that are, that are beyond, let's say, a bit out of their league, to put it nicely, right? They were able to get women who were more attractive than they would normally have gotten if they hadn't been in mastery, and women that they probably would not have found if they had never gone through my mastery program and learned my teachings, right? So I teach you this stuff, and I teach you from a red pill perspective. I'm a professional pickup artist. I've been out there for the last 3 decades now. I've been coaching men since the 90s, so I know what I'm talking about. I know what I'm doing. I know how to find these girls. I still go out to this very day, and so I'm still fresh in the game, and you're going to learn a ton and get a ton out of value out of my 7 Months of Mastery program, right? And it's really easy to sign up. Well, right now it's only $1 for the entire first month of coaching lessons, so take advantage of it. All you need to do is click the link below in my description box. It will take you over to my website where you can get signed up right now. It just takes 2 seconds. So do that now, and I will see you